All right. Enjoy the best. So, um, I was sharing with a mentee earlier today about um, how the Holy Scriptures um, give us access to the supernatural. All words are portals, and there's three main types of words. There's the truth on the right hand. This is on the right hand of the Father. And then there's lies that will eventually get left. And then, of course, you have the facts for the soul training. So you got the right hand, you got the left hand, and then you got the facts in the middle, okay? The facts, because they're a neutral now zone, or they can be molded by leaning on the right hand of the Father, which is King Jesus, the truth. Jesus said, I am the truth, I am the way, I am the life, meaning when you humble yourself in the right hand of the Father through Jesus, the door, now you're in the word of truth. And words are like doors. They're portals. They're taking you somewhere. And so words are going to give you access based on the word you honor. Now, if you honoring lies, okay, that means you're dishonoring the truth. And the only time we honor lies is when we're in ego's elevator, in our ego, because of the fear, or the tormenting fear, that's the counterfeit fear of the perfect fear that's in Isaiah 11:2. Let me slow down a little bit. So, three types of words: truth on the right hand, lies on the left hand, and then you got the soul training, where you got the facts. Okay, so a lot of people are misinterpreting what God is saying because they're looking through the lens of the dishonorable left hand, which has a measure of influence, let's say that, because my definition of power is influence, impact, and authority. And lies can contaminate when we're in our ego, or when we're surrounded by people that's in their ego, because they're lifting themselves up. That's the highest they can go. And the next step, if when you're in ego's elevator, when you're in the words of lies, or you're in egotistical words, the next step is going to pull you down to, I call it a complaint train. That complaint train eventually leads you to a final destination of a dead end, where you get to choose the right hand of the Father, which is the word of truth. Truth's word, it is written. There's the established word and the spoken word that came from the breath of life, which is Jesus. Is when we humble ourselves and we acknowledge and admit, my facts are insufficient funds. My soul needs to be saved by humbling itself and entering into the right hand of the Father through the door of Jesus. Because again, words are doors, or words are portals, whatever. Okay, just not get caught up in semantics. Okay, let's talk about holy nature versus ungodly, wicked, fruitless nature, right hand, left hand. When we define the nature of things, then we can get a clear understanding of its function, and then we get the benefits of it. So I just reversed engineered the temple of God, outer court, inner court, and most holy place is coming into his outer court gates, the door, which is Jesus. And you want to go through the front door of the spiritual realm, okay? Anyone that goes through the back door, the Bible calls them butt pirates. I mean, not really. That's what I call them. The Bible calls them backdoor bandits. The Bible says anyone that doesn't come through the front door of Jesus to tap into the spiritual realm, they're witches and warlocks. They're doing manipulation. And it's like if I come into someone's house, not invited, at while they're sleeping, or 3 a.m. through their window or through their back door, even if they're my friend, it's disrespectful and dishonorable. So that's why I call the left hand the dishonorable lens of lack, because what would drive me to dishonorably show up to a friend's house or a family member's house? It doesn't matter. When you inappropriately try to enter into someone's gates, okay, eye gate, ear gate, mouth gate, skin gate, uninvited, in a disrespectful way, you're going to put yourself in a position, because you self-elevated, now you're going to be humbled, right? You either humble yourself or be humbled. Welcome to planet Earth. Those are really the only two options to choose this day on which one you're going to serve. Are you going to choose the right hand of what's honorable, which I call the lens of love? or are you going to choose to get left? So get right or get left. Enjoy the best.